Hi everyone! In this video, we will provide you with a walkthrough of a smart pixel beads bracelet creation using your smart Pixelator. To create a bracelet with your smart Pixelator, you will need your smart Pixelator device as well as the smart pixel bracelet pack. We will also be using the smart Pixelator companion app throughout this tutorial. If you have not yet downloaded the app, you may pause this video and download the app. If you have not yet used the app, we recommend watching the app tutorial video first. Although in this video we will be using the app, it is not mandatory to use the app for any activity other than photo activities, which we will go over in a separate video. Okay, let's get started. From the home screen of the app, scroll to the right and tap on Bracelets. As you can see, there are many different bracelet designs we can choose from. Let's select the first one. Here, we are shown the amount of colors in the design and the colors themselves. Let's put those colors in the organizer tray first and then tap Start. We are now shown an in-app tutorial, and the first thing it tells us to do is to lay the bead tray frame onto the smart Pixelator device. Notice there are two sets of holes to place the tray onto the device. We want to start with a set of holes numbered 1. After we set the bead tray frame, we want to place the bracelet bead tray itself like so. The next step in the tutorial shows us the process of placing the beads onto the bracelet bead tray. As you can see, we place beads line by line vertically. The next step in the tutorial shows us that once we fill the beads that are shown on the smart Pixelator device screen, we then need to move the bracelet bead tray frame over to the second set of holes numbered with a 2. You will see how this works when we get to it in the activity itself. The following step shows us how to thread the bracelet, but we will show you this later in the video. Okay, let's get started. As you can see, the first step tells us to fill the entire bracelet tray according to the area that is lit up by your smart Pixelator device. It is recommended to start from the left and work your way to the right. Once we complete the last line that is lit up, we are prompted to move the bracelet bead tray frame along with the bracelet bead tray to the left, placing it on the holes marked 2 on the bracelet bead tray frame. This allows us to continue placing beads to fill and complete the bracelet bead tray. Once we finish placing all the beads onto the bracelet tray, we want to prepare the bracelet for threading. We do this by putting the top tray over the bead tray. Click it into place, and then remove it from the smart Pixelator device. Cut a piece of the bracelet string about 11.5 feet long. Thread one end of the string across the top of the tray, positioning it in the middle of the intended thread holders at the end of the tray. Leave one end about 6 inches long. Pull it tight to secure it in place. Thread the needle using the other end of the string, leaving about 2 feet dangling at the unfinished end. Turn the bead tray sideways and push the needle all the way through the first row of holes on the same end as the thread holder. Pull the thread tightly so there is no slack. Now, sew through the opposite edge of the tray. Push the needle through the second row, going back to the original side. Again, pull the thread tightly so there is no slack. Continue going back and forth through the opposite edges of the bead tray. When you reach the last row, repeat your steps, going back and forth again until you have woven the thread all the way to the first row once more. Separate the bead tray and the top tray and gently remove your bracelet. Lay it on a flat surface. Hold the end thread from the thread holder side together. Keep holding the end thread until the sides are connected. Use your hand to connect the two ends of the bracelet. Thread the needle through the last row of the opposite end of the flat bracelet and gently pull to create a circle and bring both sides together. Keep holding the end thread until the sides are connected. Remove the thread from the needle and tie it to the end thread. Cut off excess ends. Knot the two threads together twice. Secure the ends of the bracelet by threading the needle back and forth through the first and second connected rows of each side. Make sure to pull the thread tightly after each round. Finish your bracelet with a double knot. That's it! We just created our first Smart Pixel Beads bracelet using the smART Pixelator. Make sure to check out our other videos to learn more. Happy pixelating!